Was we change here price, it should reflect. If you change the price and update, if you change the price and click on update button, it should reflect. Okay, so we'll work on that point. Okay, so these functions was responsible to pass the value to the text box. Pick name, pick price, pick QTY, pick photo, pick details. Now same function we need to call here for each text boxes on change. Same function we need to call here on change. We can go here and we can write on change. On change equal to create a variable and then you can write here pick name. There you pass the value. Now first text box will be editable. The first text box we can edit. The first text box will be editable. We can edit the value of first text box.
Sir, value spelling is wrong.
Value EAL. Pick price. Pick QTY should be the function. Pick photo. Pick details. Now once you change in the left side, it will change in the right side. Changing value. When we change the price in the left side, should reflect in the right side. Same time, you can change photo also here. Suppose I'll give 3.jpg, it will change in right side. From internet also, if you copy paste, it will change the URL. Okay, like suppose if I go here and take the something onion photo, copy image address, I'll put here onion. See, immediately as soon as we keep, it get changed in the right hand side. Import onion.
Very nice picture, sir. Very nice picture.
So the or nicest picture I internet. Okay, you can take any picture. Take this. Copy image address is not showing that. Okay, so question is it should update now. When you enter your URL, preview came here. Now once you click on update, it will get update in the backend. And when you go back, it will display there also. So for that, next round of code we have to write. On button.
Click on update button, then only it has to change.
No, it is changing here temporary in a state. This change is happening in the state variable. It is not happening in the server. Okay. Go back, you will find the old value only. See, this is the onion. Where are you? This is the onion. But when I go to the edit, this data is coming from where? It has come from the server and it has come from a state. This is loading from a state now. Data came from the backend given to a state. Where? Here. This line what you are doing. You fetch from the server and given to state variable. These all are the state variable. Now when you modify anything in the browser here in your page, you are not modifying in the server. You are modifying in the state variable. That is called a state management. As soon as minor changes happen, it should reflect immediately. That is called state management. Okay. Now your state is holding the value immediately. As soon as you change, it will reflect in the browser. Right? Means variable change happen wherever you print, it should display. Once you click on update button, request will go to the backend. This all data we have to send in array format with ID. After that, see ID you are getting here. Based on ID you are displaying. Now again you have to click on submit button. Based on ID only the backend will update the data. After that, this will change for forever. This is the temporary changes. Come now. Button click, we can write a function. On click equal to call update product. Update product function is not there still. Or maybe why difficult? Call your save function only directly. Call the save function. We will write a save function, it will update the records. Okay, have written function, it will throw the error. Save function is not there. Come up, write a function for save. You have to take this URL and add here. We must have to pass the ID while updating the record. And along with ID, we have to pass the details of the product. Add that line. राइट साइड से इस पे क्लिक नहीं था Stop. Okay, so this URL we have added. We'll go to our JSON server and we will bring one item details from there. Go to your JSON file and copy one item details and bring here. Because when you are going to item data equal to this one. While posting also we have to post in the same format. How, which format it is in the backend. So ID you don't need here, you can remove. Last comma is not required, you can remove. Instead of onion, we have to change here that variable name. What is that? P name, P price, P QTY, P details. That is your variable, and P photo. And we have to post this all the data to this URL. All this data we need to post to that URL using not post method. If you post, then it will create the new using put method. Get will fetch the data, post will save the data, delete will delete the data, put will update the data. Okay, put will update the data. Now let's see how it is going to happen. Variables. So we can go here and write here Axios dot put. Inside URL we have to pass, and then item data we have to pass. Again, dot then method will come. Here we can write as a response, and you can display the message item updated successfully. Update message, P name plus updated successfully. See, while updating, if any error will happen, it will not give you the any error message because it is not going to handle the exception. The backend JSON server is not going to give us any exception. JSON server, so just lightweight server.
Axios we need to import now, sir.
We have imported already, no, on the top, or no? We have not imported? Not imported. Oh, it's got imported for me automatically.
So
Once you write axios.put, that module will get imported.
Yes, sir. Working, sir.
Update message we have displayed anywhere? Message.
Yes, sir. Message also displaying.
Okay, we need to display it somewhere. Maybe here only we can display. Go back, we have written. We can use a p tag and we can write align center, and there we can display the message variable.
here function calling is not required after put,
Which function calling?
after update message. Get item function recall is not required here.
No, that function is not required here. Because already you are displaying the same data, no? Whichever you are updating in the left side, same data is displaying in the right side. So
Yeah.
yes, there is no need to call the get item get details function. Get info function no need to call because you are displaying the already live preview. What value have you already displaying in the right side? Now same value gone to where? Backend.
Sir,
Hello.
sir. Sir. Sir, asking sir, the put function will update
Put function
that
will
part.
put function will update the record. While updating, also you have to send the all the number of parameter as well as URL with the ID.
ID will be that part will be updated, sir.
That part will be
Updated.
so particular based on this ID, these details will get updated.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Based on this ID, these details will get updated.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let me check once. This is here. The photo what I have copied. Oh, this went wrong. Onion photo was there, no one. Copy image address. onion white, item price 35, quantity something, use it. Onion white updated successfully. If I go back, I should see here onion white will here. Again, because this data is going to your JSON server completely.
Sir, how to upload, sir, image from our computer?
From here, you can't upload the image in JSON server. In JSON server, you can't upload the image.
It also updating, sir. Item list. JSON
It will update image, everything it will update. Okay, so this is happening. After this, hook, which is that 15.js, another one is 12.js. 13.js, last modified 12.js. Okay, both file is there in chat. You can use that. Here is the point, no? See, when you type anything, this thing we are already aware of. This variable declaration we are aware of already. Next, which part? This part. Okay. On page load, we discussed yesterday, based on PID, it will fetch the details from backend, and then it will come under the item info. Item info dot name, price, quantity, photo details, everything we are giving to individual function. Why? Because this value should go to the state. As of now, this is the item info is the temporary array, but your p name, p price, p qty, these all are the state variable. Using item info, you can't print below. So you are giving the value from here to where? State variable. Now once value will go to the state variable, inside current page we can access anywhere. So what we did, we took the value here from the function. After taking the value from function, it's gone to the item info. From item info, individual property or object, you can say, you are passing to respective function. Why? Because take from the temporary array and store under the permanent variable, state variable. After doing that, question is when this function will get called. If the function will get called, then only this will happen. So function will get called on load. Once the page will load, after that this function will get called. Function will call automatically using use effect. It will bring the value and give to state. Next matter is displaying part. So display how we did here, because the values are already under the state. From state we took in a variable and displayed here. Display is happening. Next was if you modify, then how it will happen. Look at there. This function, if we say the peak function is responsible to pass the value to p name, here we pass the value to p name. Now p name variable you are printing here as a value everywhere. That meaning default value will come. Now user want to modify. So for that we call this function. On change event function we call. Why? Because User want to modify also. If user don't want to modify, then no need to call this one. So user will modify. Once the user will modify the value through pick function, again under the p name variable will get updated. Okay, and same way it will happen from top to bottom. Finally, we click on save button. Save function will call. Save function will take the variable, all the variable, and it will create one more object as it is stored in the JSON server. But left side is your variable name, and left side is the key name, and right side is the variable name. ID we are not passing because ID if you pass, you have to pass through the URL. We are informing to JSON server, our object is separate and the ID is separate. On this URL, on this particular URL, which one? Localhost colon 1234, whichever the item values are exist, update by this array. Update by this array. After updating as well, we display this. Right? Okay, so hope it is clear till here. Now, making this page look and feel better, look and feel better is the next matter. Through the CSS, we can write something. Both will become perfect. Okay, so check now. Come to this file. Which one? Not here. Here. This is already perfect design. In that, no need to do any changes. The changes we can do at this place where under the not even this. This is also perfect. This is also coming completely based on what we did. Now this data, when you click on edit, it's come here. Here, if you want to change the look and feel, we can write some CSS and we can make it more better. Okay, so hope edit happening for all.
Yes, sir.
Working, sir.
Okay, we can write two CSS for this both the table so that it should look little better. One table should be in the left side and one table should be here. Both should come one after other. And then this border we have made something like this. We can remove the border. We can write some other things so that it look something more attractive.
Sir, whatever we have used here, sir, in table, sir, like align left, cell padding.
You can
Yeah,
use
inline.
everything. I will write the CSS for that.
These are sir inline CSS.
This is not CSS. Where is the CSS? Here, there is the CSS.
Oh, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. Attributes, sir. These are attributes.
Yes, write an ID for the not ID. Write a class for the table. Class name equal to my item something, or my table. You write my table for both the table. Class name n you give. Write for both the table as a my table. Similar CSS will apply in both the side. It will look better. Class equal to my table, and here also class equal to my table. Remove all other properties and all. Okay, so hope written. Let us go to the browser. You will find both will look valueless. Okay, table where both are looking this. Okay, now we'll go to the CSS file. We have open CSS file. Open the CSS file. That is your index.css somewhere. Index.css. In index.css, we will be writing here what is the class name? My table.
My table.
First, for my table, give some certain margin. Margin give 4% or maybe 5% of the total screen. So one table will leave 5% in the left, 5% in the right. Okay. So what will happen? 10% one table will consume and 10% another table will consume. How much? 20%.
80% remaining.
Okay. See, margin once we write top left, right bottom, how much? 5%. So left 5, right 5. 10% for one table. Second table also 10%. So 20% is gone. Now remaining is how much?
80.
80. So inside the 80, okay, inside the 80, you will give the width now. Okay. So we can write the width not 80%. We can
40%.
write 35% width for one table and 35% width for another table, and we will give the padding as a 2%. Okay. After that, float you keep as a left so that it should come one after other, and after that apply some border. You can say double 5 pixel. Okay, double 5 pixel, some orange color. After that, border radius just not much, 5 pixel only. Border radius 5 pixel. After that, check once how is the table. You can write text align center, text hyphen align as center. Text align as a center. Text align center. Let's look how is that. Both are coming one after other. Text align center is not looking better. We can remove text align center. Will be okay. After that, next you can write under the my table. Under the my table, there is a TR. Apply the height for the TR. Height we cannot write directly. Mean height. Mean height for the TR. Somewhere 50px. Or instead of height, okay, instead of height in the TR and inside the TH, comma TD for both. For inside the TR, there is a TH and TD for both. Apply the padding somewhere 20 pixel. It will be huge. 15 pixel will be okay. Under the TR and TH. Under the TR and TH, padding will get applied. Top, left, right, bottom, all the side, how much? Oh, it's become something different. Huge padding that you can reduce to 5px somewhere. 5px will be okay. 5 pixel is fine. Now after the okay, here we can apply one border also. 0.5 px solid gray color. 0.5 px solid gray color. So very thin line border will get applied. 0.5 pixel. Anything? Thin line border got apply, but it's looking odd completely. It was good without border. Without border, it was perfect. Okay, for this table, you can apply one box shadow. Box shadow we can apply 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 30 pixel, 30 pixel, orange color. One kind of shadow will get applied, orange or blue, you can write anything. Inside, I think blue we should get. Orange.
నీ దాంట్లో ఓలా ఉందా?
Okay, so this is okay, something. Now for complete in project level, for button you can write some CSS. Complete project level button for write you can CSS padding. Top 10 pixel, left right 20 pixel, bottom 10 pixel, color blue color. So everywhere font weight bold a little, font weight bold, font weight bold. So something will look better than what we have normal.
Sir, give my table height 350 pixel so that both the tables are of same height. It will look good, sir.
ఏయ్
Both the table, how much height?
350, sir. 350 pixel.
Mean height.
Yes, sir.
Mean height 350 pixel. Okay, so hope ready. So somehow it will look better. Whichever we change here, that will reflect in the right side. Those value will appear. Photo wise, whichever the photo you want to change, take the URL from internet, replace here. Update will happen. Okay, operating successfully. In this page, so this is CSS. Are we writing or done? Let me share the CSS in chat. In case anything, we can use this CSS code. CSS code came to your chat. You can use this. Okay. Now after that, one other changes is required. This page. Buttons got changed everywhere. Okay. Now this photo is coming in the left side. This photo should come in center. This box should come in the middle. Okay. So this is hook 13. We can go to the hook 13 page. And hook 13 page we have displayed in the last called product. Float left we have written in that. So product we have a class here. Find out this particular division in hook 13. We will bring in the middle. See, requirement is if this look middle will be better. It is going to the left side. So you can add one more class here called middle class. Middle class. Apply one more class called middle class. We need to bring that in the middle. It is in the left hand side by default. Okay, middle class we written. Now come to the CSS file. First, we have to write here in middle class float none. Float colon none. Exclamation important. So there should not be any float at all because it's going to the left side. Then we will write margin auto. Margin auto represent what? Come in the middle. Margin auto represent come in the middle. Exclamation important. Set higher priority. Float make none, margin auto. So and come in the middle. So this class should work. And it should bring that division in the middle. So wait there, Priya, 2 minutes. I will end the session. I need to search that video. I have to check which and all video you want where I have stored, because
Tomorrow, what we will start, sir?
tomorrow as usual. Tomorrow will be next. Okay, so this is coming in the middle. If you
Yeah.
click here, to get changed. The button is going to mouse and button is cursor pointer is not changing. We can change here little cursor pointer in CSS file. In button you can write cursor colon pointer. For button class, button you can apply cursor colon pointer.
Tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
Okay, something like this. If you have 100 product, 100 button will come here. Wherever you click, the data will appear. This our saving listing is over. Our next is we will see one example of props, not props. Props we have made one day. Next example which what we have is okay. After this, we have to check the next part is called class component. Class component, but before class component, we have to learn the Redux. Then only it will be helpful, because the functional component and Redux both are function based, and class component is completely new concept itself. So completely something new, where you will feel like I'm mixing both together. So better we can finish first the Redux part. So this Redux and functional component will be separate. Okay, if you confuse also, let confuse in the class component. But Redux and functional component hooks will keep finish separate one side. Okay. Okay. So what we do is you can set up a new project and then log in tomorrow. Redux, I will teach you first using JavaScript, how Redux work. Without React, first we learn 1 or 2 class. Redux we learn without Java, without React. React is a separate library of JavaScript that we can write directly HTML and we can use it. So that I'll guide you 1 or 2 class, how a state work, how you can say your a store will work, what is the dispatch, what is the action. Those things we need to understand through the JavaScript. Once we understand that, then Redux we will merge with the React. Okay. So there, then it will be easy to understand. No need to discuss what is the store. No need to discuss what is the action. There we need to focus on functionality part. Okay, so tomorrow no need to set up the new project. Next 2 class, only Redux and HTML, Redux and HTML. Okay, after that Redux and React.
Sir, Redux is another framework of JavaScript.
Redux is the library of JavaScript.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that people use with the React. You are using the Axios, no? Axios is also library of JavaScript only.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that you are using with the where Redux, React. Similar way, you have Redux is a separate library of JavaScript that you can use anywhere